Hey guys, today I'm going to do a review of the Google Chromecast. Let's check it out. Once you plug in the device to your TV, first thing you'll get is basically a set me up page. It tells you to go to google.com/Chromecast setup. And this is just basically a landing page. Once you get in here, if you're running on the Chromebook, which is the way I'm running it right now, I just need to install the Chromecast software. So I've already installed that on the device itself, and I go in here. It's recognized that it's connected to my network. I say add a Chromecast. It's going to go through the setup of the process here, and it's going to scan and try to find the Chromecast that's connected to my monitor. Found it. Again, we'll just say setup. We'll say continue. It's going to connect to it. The good thing about it is it's already given us the name. It's recognizing it. It gives me the information here. I'll just say accept. And at this point, we'll go ahead and put in our credentials. I'm going to call this new cast. It tells me which network's connected, the time when, the current time that's running, the name of the Chromecast that I gave it, which is essentially a new cast. It says it's ready to cast on your device or on your laptop. In this situation, I'm going to use the Chromebook Pixel. It will cast almost anything that you have on your screen. So in this situation, if I want to basically cast what's on my screen, I just go in here and I just say cast, Google Cast, and it's basically choose the device that I want to cast to. In this situation, I only have one set up, so it doesn't have any big issues there. Once you go into the settings, the tab itself is very simple. Now, I'll give you a link in the description for XDA where you're able to get the advanced settings tab, but there's some coding in there that you need to have to do. Check the description and be able to see the link in there. It'll give us the name of the one device that we have, give us the tab projection quality. 720p is the maximum. Full screen resolution as far as zooming, and have it, tailored directly to the screen itself. And a lot of things that you want to keep in mind is, while you're not casting to the Chromecast itself, it runs a nice background, kind of a theme picture book going on, and it'll just keep going through pictures. In this situation, I'm assuming this is the Golden Gate Bridge. And if you do end up having to change the name for any reason after you've set it up, you want to change keys, you took this device with you and you go into another location, normally I would say just reset it and then go through and set it up again. But in this situation, you're also able to go into and say edit, and it'll connect to the Chromecast itself. It'll give you the information quickly, what it is. It says the network it's connected to, the name, so you're able to rename it here. The time zone in this situation is Los Angeles for me. Automatically send user statistics report. So this is where, if you're not comfortable giving or sharing your usage statistics with Google, you need to go in there and uncheck that box. Of course, you're able to go in and say factory reset, and that usually just will take care of it and it'll reset it for you. So you can take this with you, travel, use it at a hotel, use it at home. It'll work exactly the same way everywhere, as long as you're both connected. When I say both, I mean the device you're casting from and the Chromecast connected to the same network. You're usually pretty solid on that. So we'll go ahead and open up a tab. I've already turned on, and I've gone to Kevin's video that we put out on Tuesday, and the video itself looks very nice on the screen itself. So what we do here, once we have the Chrome extension installed, we do get an extra button on the options here under the YouTube player. So if we want to, we can use this option to cast the screen, and I'll go to Chromecast, and it'll automatically bump it and send it to my Chromecast. Now, it's not using my system to do this. All it's using is sending the link over to the Chromecast, and the Chromecast will play the video. It gives us the device that's connected to it.
Live root of the Nexus 7.
And we're able to Chromecast from there. There are easier ways to
root your device, but here at XDA, it's all about learning how to root your device.
And to control it, you just go in here, you can say stop. The screen stops. It's very simple. And then again, the option is under the Chromecast tab. You're able to, in the settings, to go into a situation where it says audio mode. I found it that once you turn on audio mode and you're casting from your device, the quality of the video drops dramatically. It buffers a lot. You end up basically losing a lot of the quality. The audio comes out fine. I just don't see a reason why you need to turn that on. So in this situation, again, we're playing the video from YouTube. I'm able to broadcast it. I can broadcast the tab itself. And I'll just go to Chromecast, and then again, sure enough, the video and the screen, it resizes and puts it up on here, and I'm able to basically flick up and down. It's simple enough. I'm able to switch tabs, and in this situation, it doesn't recognize I've switched tabs, so I just end up going back into the Chromecast, go Google Cast, and then I say cast this tab, and it'll switch over to the tab that I want it to cast. And I'm running right now is a video on Netflix. Netflix via the web using this does not show the option to cast straight out of the video itself. So I'll see the normal options at the bottom. I can go full screen, I can play. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit play. You'll notice the video runs very nicely. It's very good. And the beauty of it, it plays in full screen and I don't actually have to change the screen itself, and I don't have to worry about it. And again, the settings are pretty simple enough. So the main benefit, again, that Google was trying to give you guys as a heads up is that somebody in your at your home can actually do the exact same thing. They can jump in, and now on the Nexus 7, once you set it up and install the Chromecast application, you'll actually get that little icon on in the YouTube player. So in this situation, I have how to root. This is the same video by Kevin again. I'll start it, and I'm just going to go ahead and cast it all over from this device.
XDA Developer TV, what is going on? My name is Kevin, aka the Tech Ninja. Over the past few days, or maybe even weeks, the big buzz in the Android community has been about the new Nexus 7.
And then I'm able to skip videos, go into the next one. Very simple, very quick, because all it's doing right now, it's not really broadcasting out of my device. It's basically just doing a quick link send. So essentially it's kind of like it beams a link straight to the Chromecast over the network, telling it, play this video, play it in full screen. And the device is therefore unhindered and unencumbered by the resource draw that you'd have to do if you were actually trying to broadcast an entire screen. When you're using a normal laptop, you're generally not editing it in a web browser. Google services mostly are available on a web browser. So if you have, as an example would be Google Docs, you're able to switch over, and hence now you have full functional word editing on your screen, and you just project it. So you're doing a second mirror to your computer using it, and then you'll be able to start using it. The only main thing you have to keep in mind is that it has to be casted onto your screen. So in this situation, very simple. I just made it into a second screen. A lot of people use it to cast their tabs, and they're mostly concerned about streaming media and so on. There's other options out there that allows you to use it as a second screen, and using Google Docs is one of them. Google Docs is embedded into your Chrome browser. It runs off of it. Basically, you're projecting your computer. That's the bottom line of it. I can have anything open here from be it a calculator, a Chrome tab, a camera. I can do Hangouts. I can open up files. I can play games. Everything that I do in here will run in a Chrome tab. So, hence the ability to be able to do a lot of things in there. Most people concentrate on their own PC, on the Mac, or on like a Linux-based system, depending on what they have, to be able to broadcast what's on their device. Hope you guys like this. The setup between opening the box, plugging in the device, and be able to set it up on my network and be able to use it for the first time was approximately a minute. Overall, very easy, very simple process to use. I recommend you, if you definitely get the device, don't worry about the setup. It should be pretty simple. Overall, the main thing you want to keep in mind is by default, usage statistics on your device is turned on by Google. So to turn that off, you'd have to go into the Chromecast extension using your Chrome browser. Find the device under the setup and say edit, where it allows you to change the name, and one of the options in there is to uncheck the box where it gives you the ability to not share usage statistics. A lot of people that review the devices a lot of times don't get to that level, so I just want to make sure you guys are aware of it. The other thing I want to keep in mind, it's been out for less than a week, or announced since less than a week, out for a few days less than that, and root's already been achieved on it. Developer and beta testing channels have already been discovered on it. There's no exploits outside of just rooting at this point. The GTV hackers site already put out a modified boot animation just to basically show that it has been modified. So there is options available at this point. And if you follow the Google Plus threads, there's a lot of different places, a lot of people that have already developed applications to be able to cast media off of your device outside of the Google main system. So a lot of potential for a $35 device that's recently been announced, that a lot of people are referring to it as what the Nexus Q was supposed to be, that never made it. And essentially is they went from a super overpriced device to a very simple, low cost, very inexpensive device that everybody actually can get, and it'll plug into your to your HDMI port in the back of your TV and a USB cable to power it. It's very simple. I was able to demo it for you guys using the Chromebook Pixel that I have, as well as the Nexus 7. So overall, very easy, very interchangeable devices. Of course, you can use it with iOS, you can use it on your PC, you can use it on your Mac. keep in mind there's a lot of different things, but check the links are in the description below for all the available options. There is a thread already added to the XDA site just referencing the Google Chromecast device, and also there's an index page there that gives you a lot of the links. So hope you guys like this. Let me know if you have any questions and comments, and I will see you guys next week.